Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popping the Popcorn. I'm your host, Katie, and today I have a special guest on, one of my friends, and they do animation podcast on YouTube, and you can check them out. And their names is SheWind and husband is SheWind. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're good. We're good. Hope everybody out there is good too. We're excited to be here and excited to talk about what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. We're big fans of your podcast, so we really appreciate you inviting us.
Oh, you guys are welcome. You're more than welcome to come on as many times as you guys like.
Awesome.
And so tonight's episode, it is episode 8, and tonight we will be talking about all things Disney because we really love Disney. And you guys know that I like Disney and other things, but tonight we'll be talking about Disney movies, the parks, and some of the rides and some of the food. So when was the first time you guys went to Disney?
Together, the first time we went to Disney was when on our honeymoon in 2000 and
You forgot when our honeymoon was?
I forgot when our honeymoon was.
That's usually isn't that the husband's job to forget when the honeymoon is?
In 2009.
Ooh, good job. You remembered it.
Yeah. I was gonna say that isn't that what the husband normally forgets about the anniversaries and birthdays and stuff.
That's my job.
It's all good.
No, we went there for our honeymoon. Again, we're big kids at heart, so we were trying to think of do we want to go to the beach? Do we want to go to the mountains? And we're like, no, we want to go to Space Mountain. So we got a really fun trip there. We stayed at Animal Kingdom with the giraffes outside our room and all that stuff, and it was really, really fun. We go back probably once a year.
That's really cool. I always wanted to stay in Animal. I can't even talk today. Animal Kingdom Lodge. I've never stayed there, but I think that would be like a lot of fun to stay there and see it. I've been going to Disney since I was a little kid, and I've stayed in Old Key West. I've stayed in the Polynesian. I've stayed in the Contemporary. I've stayed in the Treehouse, which is Saratoga Springs and stuff like that, and those are really fun to stay in too.
Have you been to the Art of Animation studio?
Yes, and that place is really good too. I've also stayed at All-Star Movies and All-Star Sports and Pop-Up Animation, and those rooms are really cool. I've stayed in the Little Mermaid room, and that was really cool.
Oh man, you're gonna hurt her feelings. That's the one we haven't stayed in, was the Little Mermaid room.
We stayed in Cars, the Lion King.
All of them except for Nemo. But she really wanted to go to the Little Mermaid room. But again, we let our kid pick what one, and he's never picked the Little Mermaid, so it's always one we skip.
Hey, well, we could always go on a trip sometime. We could go stay in the Mermaid room. There we go. But yeah, so what is your favorite park? Do you guys have a favorite park you guys like to go to?
My favorite is Magic Kingdom.
And I'm a Hollywood Studios fan.
Is it because of Star Wars?
Yes. Again, when I was a kid, I lived in California, so I was really into the Star Tours ride. That was the one I went on over and over and over again. And Disneyland. So when it's here, I'm like, oh, we gotta go on Star Tours. Unfortunately, SheWind gets motion sick in simulation rides. So usually either she will go around and wait for me at the exit, or just go off to go on either Toy Story Mania or another ride while I'm on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get the same way. I can't go on motion rides either. I'm like SheWind. I can't go on motion rides either. So I like Star Tours and everything, but I just can't go on it. But Magic Kingdom's my favorite park also, because I like the fact that you walk down Main Street and there's Cinderella's castle right there, and you just engulf in all the like magic. What were you gonna say?
No, I just think it's really awesome with all the shops too, and it makes you feel like you're really in a magical place.
I think you feel like you're in a movie or something because you get outside of the real world and not think about any of your problems or anything.
I agree.
So what's your least favorite park? Do you guys have a least favorite park?
I I'm not that much of a fan of Epcot. I'm not a really big drinker, so the Epcot around the world thing doesn't really appeal to me. Like my aunt did it, and a bunch of my friends did it, and so it's just it doesn't have that many rides that I like. So probably Epcot.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I really love all of them for different reasons, so it's kind of hard to pick one I don't like. For a while, Animal Kingdom was a little bit low on my list, even though I'm a huge animal fan, but just because the rides were not quite up to snuff when it first opened. I think it's really improved since then with the Avatar section and all that, so I think it's really gotten a lot better. So yeah, I'll go with Epcot too. Even though I'm a big foodie, I still think that, when it comes to going to Disney, I want to go on some rides.
Yeah, but wait until Mission Breakout comes into Epcot. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. And again, I think the Frozen ride is so cool too. So again, there's fun things to do at Epcot, but just not the level for the other parks.
So you weren't there when Frozen wasn't that. You didn't get to see Maelstrom, did you?
We did. It was actually for our honeymoon. There's a picture of us with the big troll at the end from our honeymoon. So yeah, we went on that when it was our honeymoon. And then we were really mad when we went back and changed to a Frozen ride. We're like, no, we want our Viking ride.
Right. Yeah, well, I guess Frozen kind of fits there too. But I mean, like, I like Maelstrom as well. I like Epcot just because Epcot's so iconic and all the food. I like the Food and Wine Festival. I also like the Floral and Garden Festival because you get to see the topiaries, and those are always pretty as well. But my least favorite park is Animal Kingdom. I mean, like, I like animals and I'm an animal lover. I just don't like it because it's the hottest park out of all of them. And once you do a couple of rides there, it's a half-day park for me. So I would go to, like, Hollywood Studios or Epcot.
I agree. I think it's definitely a half-day park.
Yeah, usually it's the last park we go to, and we usually drive home after we're done with the park. So it's 100% a half-day park.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like, or I'll go there and then I'll go to Disney Springs and hang out for a little while too.
Oh, Disney Springs is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. We love Disney Springs.
I do too. I like to go shopping there, and I like some of the food there as well.
Have you been to the the dinosaur food place there?
The T-Rex? Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That place is cool.
Yeah, it's also owned by the people that make Rainforest Cafe, so Landry's, they own them too.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And they also own I think they own Art Smith's Homecoming as well. Mm-hmm. Have you guys been to Splitsville?
No.
That place, excuse me, if you like sushi, they have really good sushi, but it's really cool to go there. You can bowl and eat food there, and you have these like private rooms which are really, really cool, and they each have their own like lanes and stuff.
Wow,
that sounds really cool.
And they also have like these frozen, if you're an alcoholic, not alcoholic, but you like alcohol. Sorry, people. But if you like alcohol, they have these really good like frozen like drinks that are alcoholic, like Fat Tuesdays at the other park that we don't mention.
Yeah.
But they're really good too. And then have you guys ever been to the movie theater in Disney Springs?
Yeah, we did go to the movie theater.
What movie did we see? Because I remember it was like really hot one day, and we went to a movie there. Remember what it was?
I can't remember.
I remember what it was. It was Solo.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Yep, we saw Solo there with your mom, and we saw Solo there, and it's really nice theater. It's really big and beautiful.
Did you guys try the dinner or the lunch thing where they bring it to you?
I don't remember.
No, we didn't.
That's really cool. They bring you like a whole meal, and you can watch a movie and eat like a whole meal, and the seats recline back.
We had a theater like that back in we lived in North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah, we had a theater like that.
Yeah, they used to serve alcoholic beverage. They had a rum and chocolate malt that you could have with your dinner, and I remember that was like really good. And they had, what was it, truffle oil and Parmesan popcorn. It was like super fancy popcorn that was really good too.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That would be good. I would eat something like that.
Yeah, we called it the fancy popcorn place.
Right. That's pretty cool. So what is your favorite restaurant in the parks?
Oh boy, we got our list. We got a list. So we'll start Hollywood Studios. Does that work for you?
Sure.
Our favorite place is the Sci-Fi Diner there.
Oh yeah, that's a really good place, and it's really cool to eat there because you get to watch the movie and stuff.
Oh yeah, and again, it's just fun sitting in the cars, having like the big old burger and the drinks, and SheWind loves it so much because they have the Coke with the vanilla, what's called the vanilla flavoring.
Mm-hmm, the vanilla syrup.
And they were really nice to us on our honeymoon. That they knew it was our honeymoon, so we had the big buttons on, and they brought us this gigantic, almost half the size of our body bag of popcorn, as a thing, as like for coming in there. So it just always holds a really special place in our heart.
That's really cool.
We went there with our 7-year-old, and he didn't like the food. I think it was the chicken nuggets or something. They let him order something else, and we did, it was free, and he got to choose another meal.
Yeah.
The cast members at Disney are really, really awesome, and they shout out to the cast members because they go above and beyond. Like if you don't like something, or they just try to make it a magical time for you.
Yeah, so that was a really good. We've always had a really good experience there, no matter when we go.
Yeah.
My favorite restaurant at Hollywood Studios is the Brown Derby. Their Cobb salad's really good.
Oh yeah, we went there with your parents, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and they have some really nice food. Again, little pricey for us, but
right. But hey, I could tell you guys, you could do Disney on a budget. If you eat at all the quick service places that they have, you can do Disney on a budget.
Well, I remember for our honeymoon we had the the snack in the day, the dinner plan, and all that, the kind of meal plan, and we learned that turkey legs were considered a snack. So almost every day we ate a turkey leg.
Right? I've actually never had a turkey leg, so I don't know what it tastes like.
You're missing out.
You're missing out.
I also like the have you guys been to the ABC commissary at Hollywood Studios?
I don't think so.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's there. It's over there next to Sci-Fi Diner, kind of. It's like a little ways from Sci-Fi Diner. It's kind of close to there. But on the other side, it's like on the right-hand side if you walk, where there's like this like little place where you can meet characters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's over there.
Yeah, I think we met Moana in there.
Yeah, it's like over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Moana too. She's such a great female character.
Oh, yeah. Again, when we get to our movies, don't worry. That's one of the ones on our list.
Yeah. So, what other place do you like in Hollywood Studios?
That was the main one we had for Hollywood Studios because we just became so obsessed with it. We did go to, there was an Italian place there that we went to one time during our honeymoon, and we didn't like it. It was, again, we were looking for some pizza, and there was like the only kind of pizza that had like goat cheese. There was fancy pizza. And when we're at Disney World, we need to carb up to keep going. So it was a little too fancy for us. So that was the only other place we really ate. So we always go, nope, Sci-Fi Diner every time. And then through the day we'll eat some wonderful Mickey pretzels.
Mickey pretzels for the win.
Do you guys like it with cheese or without cheese?
I like it with cheese or with mustard.
Yeah, I go straight plain.
I like it with cheese. You're like my fiance. He'll eat it just plain too.
Yep. I'll nod all down.
So do you guys have a favorite snack that you get at Disney?
The Mickey pretzels. I also like any type of the ice cream that they have. I really like all the ice cream that they have. The Mickey bars or any of them really.
The Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar, that's my favorite too. I also like the churros, but I heard Disneyland churros are better.
They are. I've been to Disneyland. I can confirm they're a lot better at Disneyland.
Because I've never been to Disneyland. I want to go, but
I will say this: it's not quite at the level of Disney World. So I'll admit it. I think Disney World is a little bit better, but I grew up in Disneyland, so it holds a special place in my heart. And again, it has one of my favorite rides ever, which you don't have at Disney World, which is the Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah, I want to go on that ride. Well, Dinosaur is kind of like that Indiana Jones ride.
It is, and that's actually one of my favorite rides in that park is the dinosaur rides. I love it a lot, and so does my son.
That's awesome. Yeah, Dinosaur makes me sick, so I can't go on it.
Oh, yeah. Again, SheWind couldn't go on it either, so it was just me and the little man over and over again while she sat next to the sculpture of the dinosaur.
The last time we went to Disney, actually, I was pregnant. So I actually didn't go on like any rides because it kept saying like, not for pregnant people, not for pregnant people, not for pregnant people. So I went on the whole trip. I think I went on like 2 things.
Yeah, you went on like, was it It's a Small World? The what was it?
And
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, The Little Mermaid.
You went on the Mermaid like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I think I just got off Little Mermaid and kept getting in line over and because I was like, and I wasn't, like 2 months pregnant. I was pregnant. 7 months pregnant.
Yeah. Did you guys go on Peter Pan flight that time?
I think we actually did that time.
I think we did that
because
time.
it was only like a 50-minute wait. Which again, that for some reason, even when we went on our honeymoon, where we were like going on Splash Mountain over and over, and there was no line. Peter Pan always has a long line. Yeah,
it always has. Ever since I was like little, it's always had a long line. I don't get why Small World and Peter Pan Flight has such like a long line. I don't get it.
Yeah, we don't get it either. I mean, we'd much rather do like, the Haunted Mansion or Pirates of the Caribbean, but
Me too. Me too. So, what do you guys like in Magic Kingdom? What food place do you guys like in Magic Kingdom?
Oh, we got 3 choices for this one.
We love the Crystal Palace because of the character experience.
Me too. It's one of my favorite places.
Oh, and the buffet's so good. The food is just amazing. And, again, having Tigger and Pooh come over to your table is just so much fun. And, again, that was one that we weren't really like planning on going to. We just like, oh, we need to eat somewhere. Why don't we try this place with the whole family? And
right.
It's just a staple,
Nice.
And then the one I really like is the Liberty Tree Tavern, which
that's a really good place. I like that place too.
Oh, they have like the whole Thanksgiving dinner with all the fixings, and they bring it out to the table, and it's just so delicious.
And even the regular meals you can order there, like
pot roast.
Yeah, we ordered pot roast one time. It was really good.
Yeah, I haven't had that. I've only had like the Thanksgiving dinner.
And then your favorite one.
We went to Cinderella's Royal Table.
Oh yeah, I like that place. It's good, and you get to meet Cinderella and Prince Charming.
Oh yeah, we did that for our 10-year anniversary. We went up there. That was our big meal we had. So we got to go up the tower and go meet them, and almost every princess was there for that night. And we had the last reservation of the night, so we were like at the park an hour and a half after it closed, which was kind of cool to kind of like walk out when everything shut down. But it was really fun.
Did you guys get to take pictures in front of the castle with nobody there?
Yeah, it was really nice, and they came out really, really good.
That's good. Yeah, I've always wanted to just go after everybody walks out, and they try to kick people out.
We didn't have any kids with us, so we were just the big kids ourselves.
Yeah, that was a fun trip. This is the only time since we've had kids we went by ourselves was for our 10-year anniversary.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. I like in Magic Kingdom, I like Cinderella's Round Table. I also like Be Your Guest. Have you guys ate there?
We can never get in.
Oh, okay. I'll have to get you guys in sometime.
Please, we love it. We don't love it. We have never tried it, but every time we walk by and we're like, hey, is there any openings? They're like, no. And then we try to do it, when we sign up for it early, there's never a spot. You know what I mean?
It's really cool in there. So like you can sit in the ballroom and you can see like the lights and stuff like that, and like the mural from the ballroom. You could go into the Beast's like room, and they have like like the rose petal and stuff, and they have it all open. The only time you can meet the Beast is at dinner time, and Belle walks around all the time.
Wow.
And it's really cool. And they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. And then
would go crazy. That's her favorite movie.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite movies. Because my personality is a lot like Belle, so I really like that movie. And then also for me is Skipper's Cantina. Have you guys heard of that or been there?
Oh, I have a story about Skipper's Cantina. So we went to Skipper's Cantina with her parents. Again, we usually go with SheWind's parents to the Disney because again they really like to take us with the grandkids and all that. But we got reservations at Skipper's Cantina. We loved it. I really love to have the invasive lionfish dinner where you can actually eat invasive lionfish. I think that's super conservation, really cool. But they didn't. When I got there, they're like, well, we don't have like soda. We have Brazilian soda. And I was like, well, I'll try that. I drank like 4 or 5 of these Brazilian sodas, not knowing it's made of Brazilian tree nut, which I'm allergic to.
Uh-oh.
So I kept drinking it, and I kept getting itchier and itchier, and I had to leave the park early because I had an allergic reaction to Brazilian soda.
Oh, no.
Got so big. And he already has like full lips, so they even got like bigger.
Oh, no. That's not good.
It was like a puffer fish.
Well, thanks.
Oh, that's not good. So what do you guys like in Epcot? What's your go-to in Epcot? What food place?
We really like the Coral Reef restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I've been there once when I was like little.
Oh, that's like our go-to one. We always hit Little Nemo or the Finding Nemo ride and go right into that and sit right in front of the big glass and see all the big fish swimming by. And again, we really are into. Again, we're down here in Florida, so again, a lot of tropical fish, a lot of that stuff really makes us feel like we're at home. So love that place. And then the other one we like, which is kind of a weird choice, but it's one that kind of close home to us, was Nine Dragons.
Oh yeah, I like that place too.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's super good, and we went there for our honeymoon. But again, it was one of the ones that it was the only one that we had reservations we could get because everything else was booked. So we're like, oh, I guess we'll try it. But we absolutely loved it. And we thought it was so good, and we go back there every time.
I also really like the Mexican Pavilion, the one in the Mexico where the 3 Caballero rides is. I like that place.
Oh, we've never eaten there, but we always go walk through it to go to the 3 Caballero ride. And then I think we were there for their I'm not sure what it was, like an alcohol around the world kind of day, and they were serving shots in there. And there was a huge long line. We thought, man, this 3 Caballero ride has the longest line ever. We realized we're in the tequila line, so we're able to walk by and get right on the ride.
All right, that's funny.
I don't know if that place was any good.
It is really good. It's Mexican food, but it's really good. They also have a if you like avocados, they have an avocado martini that's really good.
Ooh, yum.
And I always have to get it. So which way do you guys start when you're in Epcot? Do you start in Mexico or do you start in Canada?
Canada.
I always start in Mexico.
Oh, see, we'd meet in the middle.
Yeah, we'd meet each other like in Germany or somewhere like that. Yeah. I always have to stop in Germany and get a German beer. And then I have to stop in France and get the ice cream macaroon sandwich.
Ooh, see, I always stop in Italy for the tiramisu ice cream bar.
Oh yeah, that's really good too. That's one of my favorites too.
And SheWind, we have to stop in Germany for the pretzels.
Oh yeah, they have the best pretzels there. So so we did Hollywood Studios, Epcot. So what is your favorite place in the Animal Kingdom?
The Indian restaurant.
It's called Sana, I think, SANAA,
yep.
And it is, again, another one we didn't think we were gonna like, but they literally have like this naan selection that is so good. The curry there is so good, and it was one. And again, I think it's at the lodge because it's not in the park. I think it's at the lodge right there.
It is. It's at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a really good experience with it because when we got there, again, it was on our honeymoon. We talked to one of the cast members in the gift shop, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's our honeymoon." And the cast member was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, who's your favorite Disney princess to SheWind?" She's like, "Well, Ariel." And she's like, "Okay, well, I know Ariel. Come back after dinner." And when we got back, she had a signed picture from Ariel for SheWind. So it was one of those like very magical moments for us.
That's really awesome, and that's a great experience and a great memory.
Oh yeah.
I like the Flame Tree Barbecue. That place is really good. It's one of the quick service places, and that place is really good in Animal Kingdom. I also really like Yakin Yeti, and that's Chinese food, and it's really good as well. They also have a quick service there too. And I also like the Sully Cantina too. I like the pod burgers.
Ooh, I think we went to Yak and Yeti last time, didn't we?
We went to Yak and Yeti the last time we were there. It's really good.
Yeah.
It was the first time we've tried it, but it was really good. We had a really good experience there.
Do you remember what you guys got?
I got something like some kind of spice chicken or honey chicken or something kind of chicken dish, and it was really good. Oh, no. It wasn't that. It was the lettuce wraps.
Oh, yeah, those are really good.
That's what I got, was the lettuce wraps, and our son got like some kind of noodle that he was like devouring. Remember that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, those are really good. I like those too.
I can't remember what you got.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It's all good. Sometimes I can't remember. I can't remember what I ate like yesterday sometimes. Somebody will ask me, what did you eat? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember breakfast, so there you go.
Right, exactly. So what are your favorite rides in the park? Do you guys have some favorite rides?
Oh, yeah. So, again, we could start, we each picked like one from each park for us. So, again, we can start at Hollywood Studios. My favorite is the new one, the Rise the Resistance.
I have not been able to ride on that.
Oh, my goodness. It is the most epic experience you're in a movie. It was one of the coolest things I ever did. And luckily we had the app where we could like reserve our spot in line because the night before, so we had a time for it. But again, I thought it was just so cool. I mean, I almost teared up when you show up on a Star Destroyer surrounded by stormtroopers. It was just one of the coolest experiences I had at Disney.
That's really cool. And you get to see Kylo Ren too.
Oh yeah, Kylo Ren's all in there.
My favorite is Toy Story Mania.
Oh yeah, I like Toy Story Mania too. It's a fun ride.
And we have it at home too on the Wii.
Oh, I didn't even know that they had one on the Wii. That's interesting.
Yeah, and they actually have like 3D goggles you can put on.
Oh, that's really cool. I have a Wii too, but I didn't know that they had a game for it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not as great as being there for the real thing, but since you can't always go to Disney every single day.
Right. Hey, I know some people that do. They live close to there, like 5 minutes, so they go every day. But
if I win the lottery, I think we'll do that.
Yeah, I'm coming with you guys. Come pick me up.
There you go. If we win the lottery, we're gonna have a huge place. Get all of our friends there.
Yeah. So at Hollywood Studios, I really like Rockin' Roller Coaster.
Oh yeah.
Just listening to like Aerosmith and just like rocking out, and it's really cool. If there was this thing that my friend posted, if you could change Rockin' Roller Coaster, what would you change it to?
That's a hard question.
Well, if you think about it, it starts slow, then goes really fast. So I'm feeling like it might be a Marvel ride would be kind of a cool one to have there.
Like Tony Stark?
Yeah, like testing out the Iron Man suit or something like that would be kind of a really cool way. Or, something that just shows speed and stuff like that.
I say they should change it to a Goofy movie to Powerline.
Oh, love it. Love it. We're getting ahead of ourselves. That's one of my favorite Disney movies.
It's one of my favorites too.
He loves that movie. He showed it to our son. He loves that movie.
It has such a good father-son message.
Yes, it does.
I love that movie. But and then I know SheWind's least favorite ride in the park.
What is that?
Tower of Terror.
Oh, Tower of Terror is okay.
She got so sick on that ride when we went for a honeymoon. And you remember what happened after you got on that ride? Mm-hmm. We went on, I can't remember the name of the ride. They switched it to the Mickey ride now. But it was like the behind the scenes.
Oh, it was the Great Movie Ride.
Great Movie Ride. We went from Tower of Terror to the Great Movie Ride, and while we're sitting there, I look over and she is green from the Tower of Terror still. So the minute we got off the Great Movie Ride, she threw up, and the cast member, who jumps on the ride with you, literally goes, I don't see everyone throw up on this ride before.
That's funny. Yeah, they have to say green code. That's their code for throw up. If anybody throws up on a ride. Yeah, green code.
The only code I heard about, and I don't know if it's true or just an urban legend, was code gray, which was if someone puts ashes in either the Pirates of the Caribbean or in A Small World. And this code gray, we have to clean out the water because someone put ashes in it.
I've never heard that before.
So I don't know if it's true, but that's what I one of those weird urban legends that people want to throw their ashes in the It's a Small World ride, which I don't understand.
I would not understand that either. Small World gives me the creeps because of all those dolls.
We got stuck on that ride for like 30 minutes because someone was like having trouble getting off, and we were stuck right between two countries. So it was just garbled mess of sounds in our ears for 30 minutes.
Oh no.
That was also my sister's favorite ride as a kid. So we, just like I rode The Little Mermaid over and over, we rode that ride over and over and over. So she would be quiet and stop crying.
Right. You know why? If you get stuck on that ride, they play the music and everything in there because the animatronics make too much noise. So if they turned off the music, you would hear only the animatronics.
Just the sound of gears and squeaking.
Yes. So if you get stuck on that ride, that's why they play it over and over again.
So in other words, if the lights go off and there's no music, it's the most terrifying place on earth.
Maybe. Maybe. Just like Space Mountain with the lights on.
Oh yeah. I've always wondered what it looked like with the lights on.
I've been on People Mover and Space Mountain broke down, and I was on People Mover and I got to see Space Mountain with all the lights on. It was really cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, it was cool. You got to see like all the track and everything, and you got to see the bottom of it, and it was really interesting. So, what's your favorite ride at Epcot?
I think mine is Under the Sea with Nemo.
That's a good ride. I like that one too.
That one's really cool. I really do like that one too. That was one that anyone can go on. I know your mom and dad love that one a lot. For me, it's kind of a tie. So I'm cheating a little bit. I like the Frozen ride. I think it's really cool. It's really just amazing. Mm-hmm. But really, I'm leaning more towards the Figment Imagination ride.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite rides. I love Figment. Figment's such an underrated character.
Oh yeah. Again, I thought it was an okay ride until I went on it with our son when he was 4 years old, and he was just overjoyed by just the humor and imagination, and he was just singing it all day. And to see it through the eyes of a child turned it into my favorite ride because he's so excited about it. And every time we go back, he's like, "Are we going to see Figment?" I'm like, "Yes, let's go see Figment."
Right. Yeah, well, before that, the ride was actually a lot better, and then they switched it to what it is now.
Oh, really? I didn't even know there was something before then.
Mm-hmm. It was still Figment, but it was Figment and the Dreamfinder. That's what it was. And before that, it was like a little bit different than what they have now.
Interesting.
It's like the same track, I think, but it's like a little bit different now. What's your favorite ride, SheWind, in Epcot?
Oh, she said Under the Sea of Nemo.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. It's been a long week.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, exactly. My favorite ride at Epcot is Spaceship Earth. I just like how you get to see like from the beginning of time, and they always say thank you for the Phoenicians and stuff, and it's just really cool.
We actually never went on that ride until last time we were there. I don't know why we've always missed it. I always thought that ride and what's that other one that's near there? Like Mission Earth?
Mission Mars or Mission Space?
Yeah, Mission Space. I thought they were the same things. We always missed this ride. And we went on it last time, and it was really fun. And I like the little thing where you like create your future on the thing and like click the buttons.
Yeah. I also like Test Track as well.
Test Track is a lot of fun. Last time we went though, they wouldn't let us make our own car because of the COVID restrictions. So we just had to go right on it, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, did they just make your own car up for you or something?
They made it up for you, and you just got a random one, which was kind of sad because it's kind of fun to like build your own car. And I was really excited. My son was finally tall enough to try it, but they're like, no, don't touch the screens.
Oh yeah, and kids there want to touch everything.
Oh boy, do they?
Yeah, my nephew, he likes to touch everything and ask why about everything. So we were at Disney one time and he was like, why don't, and I told him not to touch the railing because people touch it. And he's like, why not? And I said, because I told you not to touch it, you know? And he was just like, no, I'm going to touch it. And I said, I told you not to. And what does he do? He touches it and licks it. And I'm like, really?
Oh.
I'm like, really? You just did that? Really? And I said, we have to go wash your mouth out now.
That makes my germ radar go crazy.
It made me go crazy because I'm in a public place and this is before COVID. And I'm like, really?
Really?
I'm just like, oh my God, this kid right now, you know? But, so Animal Kingdom, what ride do you guys like in Animal Kingdom?
My favorite's the dinosaur one. We kind of already talked about it. It feels a lot like the Indiana Jones ride, which is my favorite one from Disneyland. Again, when the it's not a T-Rex, it's another kind of dinosaur, Carnosaur. I can't remember what kind it is. When that dinosaur pops his head out, seeing that I have a great picture of me and my son, him just like leaning as far as he can towards me, just scared. It was just so much fun. And again, unfortunately, SheWind never gets to go on it because it's a little bit too bumpy, but it's a really fun one for me.
What do you like, SheWind?
I really like the safari ride.
Kilimanjaro?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite rides, too. Have you guys been at night?
No,
never gotten there at night.
Oh, it's so it's right before sunset. So they can't go on the ride at like night, but right before the sunset, it's so beautiful. And the animals are more active than when you go in the morning time or in the middle of the day. And it's really cool to see like the lions more active and stuff like that. And sometimes they jump more out in front of you out of the car or whatever than in the morning or the afternoon.
Yeah, I feel like we've always like hit that in the morning because I can't wait to go to that ride when we get to the park.
Right, but in the morning they're also kind of a little bit more alert than in the daytime.
Yeah, and then we both like also the Yeti one.
Oh yeah, Mount Everest.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Expedition Everest. We call that my friends and I call that the Disco Yeti. Because you do know when that ride first opened, the Yeti worked and it would come after you more than what it does now, and it broke.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So it used to reach out at you and grab and like almost grab like the car that you're on or the, I don't know what they call them, and it would grab it. But now it broke a couple years ago it broke. So now it just kind of just stays there.
I think we actually, when we went on it on our honeymoon, we didn't even see the Yeti. We just totally, we just like, we're going backwards now. And we just like, I thought there was supposed to be a Yeti. I don't know, we were looking in the wrong direction or something.
Yeah, you have to look like right up. Yeah. If you look right up going backwards, it's like right there. I also really like what is that? The Avatar ride too. The not the Navi journey one, but Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage. We have not gotten a chance to go on the Flight of Passage yet because again, last time we went, 8 months pregnant, so 7 months pregnant, so that was a little bit too extreme. But we did go on the Navi.
Yeah, we went on the boat one.
Did you guys like that one? I haven't been on that one because every time I go, it's a long line, so I just don't do that one.
It was just, one of those like, sit down, real calm, serene one. But it was pretty. I mean, it's really pretty inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. It's not exciting. It's just kind of a visual feast to look around and stuff. So that's kind of cool. But, you're definitely not jumping off going, wow, that was the most amazing experience ever. You're like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Right. I heard it's shorter than Pirates of the Caribbean, actually.
It is very short.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I was like, huh. If it's something like Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know if I want to go on it.
It's very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque.
Because I like Pirates of the Caribbean as well, but I heard the one at Disneyland's a lot better, too.
I remember the one at Disneyland, and I'm talking about a core memory from my childhood, that there was a restaurant above the one in Disneyland that I was like, I want to go eat at that restaurant. And I never did.
Right. I know the one in Disneyland has a drop as well on Pirates of the Caribbean.
They do, yeah.
and I heard that's pretty fun. I heard it's a drop like in the Frozen ride. I heard it's like a drop like that, but only instead of going backwards, you go forwards.
It is. It's pretty intense.
Is it kind of like the one at Universal?
Not quite that deep.
not the Velocicoaster, not the new Velocicoaster, but
the T-Rex one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite that deep. It's farther than the one at Disney World, but it's not quite Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Somewhere in between.
So, what's your favorite ride at Magic Kingdom?
I really like the Haunted Mansion ride, but our family has its own favorite ride that we all made shirts for.
We literally had shirts made for our favorite ride at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that's awesome. What ride is that?
It's the Carousel of Progress.
Oh, I like Carousel of Progress.
We all made shirts for it because of the story of when we went on our honeymoon.
That's awesome.
You tell it better.
So we were walking around, just seeing all the rides, and it was like we just walked by, and we looked at it, we walked up to the gentleman, and we're like, "Hey, is this a ride?" And the guy goes, "Kinda." And we're like, "Oh, we'll try it." He's like, "Okay, you're the first people riding it today." Because again, this is September, what was it, 17? How long ago did we get married? 12 years? I don't know. Anyways, a long time ago. But yeah, no one was on it. We went on it, and we just thought it was so funny. We were singing it for the rest of the day. And then we brought her in-laws. Like, you guys have to go check this out. And they loved it. So we all have shirts of, great big, beautiful tomorrow shirts that we walk around. And everyone's like, "Where'd you buy those?" We're like, "Oh, we had to get them made."
Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that ride, too.
They want to know what shop at Disney we got our shirts in.
Right. Hey, sometimes, there's a lot. If you look online, there's actually a lot of places that sell, like, small shops that sell Disney stuff. And I wear some of them sometimes in the parks. And they'll be like, "Where did you get that?" And I'm like, I got it online. They're like, "Shop Disney?" I'm like, "No, somebody made this." And it's just funny. Like, people will actually come up to you and ask you.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite ride at Magic Kingdom is Space Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
It's because I'm really big into astronomy. A lot of my friends know that. And Space Mountain I just like so much. And there's 2 tracks on Space Mountain.
I did not know that.
No, I know you can go 2 different ways, but I didn't know it was 2 different tracks.
Yeah, so it's basically the same ride, but one side is smoother than the other. Oh. It's weird. So like I think it's the right side is smoother than the left side.
Interesting. I think last time we went to the right side. I think I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I got a weird photographic memory. I think we went to the right though, because we went with me, SheWind's father, and our son. SheWind again, 7 months pregnant. Wasn't gonna get on that.
Right. But yeah, there's 2 different tracks, and also you're actually not really going that fast on Space Mountain. It feels like you're going 40 miles an hour, but you're really not.
Interesting.
You're only going 20 miles an hour on.
Oh, that's really slow.
On Space Mountain. Yeah. But it makes you feel fast. I think it's because of all the drops and stuff and turns that they have. It's really interesting. So what are your favorite movies? What movies do you guys like?
All right. So
you go first.
You want me to give my 5? Okay, I'll give my 5 first. All right. Number 5. Talked about it earlier. It's the Powerline movie, a Goofy movie. Again, that movie, is just eye to eye in that movie, and just the fishing trip and just everything about it is just it's one of those super underappreciated Disney movies. I think it's just so much fun. And exactly. I really think that, it needs more love.
I think so too. It's very underrated.
Yep.
And I also like Pauly Shore's character. He's so funny.
It's so early 90s. It's wonderful.
I like the part when he's like in the principal's office and or somewhere like that, and he goes and he has the spray cheese, and he's like the Tower of Pisa or the Tower of Cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. My number 4 is Moana. Again, we talked about that too. Moana is just, again, a complete shock of how good that is. To work, I carry a Moana bag to work every day, and I have my
That's
laptop.
awesome.
That's how much I love Moana. I just think it's such a great movie. I think The Rock did such a good job as Maui in it. It's just so much fun. And in our last video, we did a little homage to Moana when Gandalf turned into an eagle. So
yeah, that was pretty cool. I was like, I got that reference. That was really cool.
And then number 3 is Emperor's New Groove. Again,
that's one of my favorites as well.
Oh, so good. Again, another one I think super underappreciated. I think it was a little ahead of his time. I feel like that movie feels so much more like today with the kind of humor. And I absolutely love that one. And I think David Spade is just perfect in it. And just so
yeah, it is. And then I like the part where Yzma's like, pull the lever, Kronk, and he goes down in the floor, and it's just so funny. I just start cracking up laughing. Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh, it's so good. My number 2 is Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I love that movie too.
Again, I think when I was in high school, Stitch was like my character. My friends would get me little Stitch dolls and stuff because I just thought he was so funny and so cute and just really great. And again, that's another one just really holds a special place in my heart. And I know we went on our honeymoon. Stitch was there outside of the Buzz Lightyear ride, and Stitch literally saw that we were honeymoon. He grabbed SheWind's arm and walked away with her.
That's funny.
Yeah, Stitch just decided that that he was going to marry SheWind. So there's that. And also, Belle said to me, SheWind, "Oh, look, you found your beast," which I thought was really nice.
That is funny.
And then my number 1 is another, I think, completely underappreciated movie, but it's by far my favorite one, Treasure Planet.
Oh, I like Treasure Planet with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, it's so good. The music, just the characters, the cyborg and all that great moments. And I think it's just so much fun. And again, I'm so sad that movie wasn't a success because they were planning like an animated series sequel and all the stuff with it. And I'm just so sad it didn't like do more.
That would have been really, really cool, I think.
Yeah.
If they did like a separate, maybe they'll do a live action one like if they're redoing all the other ones. So maybe they'll do a live action one of that.
I think that one's perfect for a live action remake. Again, I wasn't like really all feeling The Lion King because I was like, well, they're not really live action. But I think like a Treasure Planet or Atlantis or one of those movies would just be perfect for live action.
I think so too. SheWind, what are your favorite movies?
So my favorite number 5 is Enchanted.
Oh, that's a really good movie.
I just really like how kind of it hops back between like the animation and the real life. And I really like, I can't remember the actress. Is it Amy Adams?
Yes.
I think she plays that character really, really well. And then number 4 is Tangled. I really like that movie. Mandy Moore, who voices Rapunzel, has always been one of my favorite singers, and so I just really like every time she sings, it just kind of delights me.
Right. Yeah, I love that movie too.
And then Frozen is number 3. And then I thought they were totally going to ruin it when they did Frozen 2, and it was okay. It didn't completely ruin it. I don't like it as much as Frozen, the first one, but it didn't completely ruin it. Again, I really like the actress who plays Anna.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, I really like her character. And then number 2 is Aladdin. Jasmine, like growing up for me, was like I really wanted to be like her and dress up like her, and that like I kind of like idolized Jasmine as a small child, even though I had a bowl cut. It was fine.
I'm still sure you looked pretty.
It was fine. I was talking about that with a colleague at work. She was talking about her hair was always frizzy, and I was like, "You could have been me and had a bowl cut, a literal bowl cut." So it's fine. And then my favorite movie is Little Mermaid. I Absolutely. I watched it on my birthday this year. We had Under the Sea Day at work. I wore all my Little Mermaid stuff. Die-hard Little Mermaid fan.
Aw, I bet you were really cute in all your mermaid stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are
Yeah.
your favorite?
So my 5 favorite is number 5 is Atlantis. I just like that adventure, and Milo. I like Michael J. Fox. He does a really good job as playing Milo. And I just like how they go and find Atlantis, the lost city of Atlantis. So that's my number 5. My number 4 would have to be Inside Out. That's a Pixar movie, and I just like how everybody goes through the emotions, and how they have like somebody in your head, like she has somebody in her head, and it's just interesting how the emotions like affect her, and how they go on this adventure to like the place. And Bing Bong's like my favorite character out of that show.
We love that. We love Inside Out too.
Inside Out is a great movie, and our son loves that movie. And my mom's name is Joy.
So we already think that. And then with our RoboCop review, we brought Inside Out into RoboCop. So
yeah, that was really cool. I like that. That's their latest episode. You guys should check it out on YouTube. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I was like laughing. I was like, oh, the Inside Out characters are in here now. That's pretty cool.
Again, I give all credit to SheWind. We don't have a script. We just let her go, and then I have to figure out how to animate it. And she is so creative and so funny, and that's really what the show's about, is just like enjoying my wife, and I'm like, the whole world needs to see how amazing she is.
Right, and I think she's amazing. I told her the other day I really like it, and I think she's really amazing. I told her that the other day.
Sorry, we interrupted your list.
It's okay. So I also really like Big Hero 6. I like Baymax. He's like one of my favorite characters. And I also just like how they turn Tokyo into like a New York, so they call it Tokyo. I forget, or they turned it not in New York, San Francisco. And I just like that movie just because there's like a lot of references in there, and also I like the fact that that one of the characters punches Hans. There's like a statue of Hans in the mansion, and he just like punches it, and it's so funny.
Oh, I missed that. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I totally missed that.
I will say I love Big Hero 6. I think Baymax is one of the, again, another character who was in the last review. Apparently we really like the same movies as you. But yeah, Baymax is like one of my favorite characters in the park, and he's at Epcot, and he's just so big and squishy, and for he's just amazing. And I really, again, no offense to SheWind, I know she loves Frozen. I was very upset that Big Hero 6 was overshadowed by Frozen. Because if you ask me, Big Hero 6 is a better movie.
I agree with you. I mean, like, I love Frozen too, but I agree with you. I mean, like, I like Frozen too, just because, they're sisters, and I don't have any sisters. I have 2 brothers. So growing up, I never had that, like, connection. So that's why I like Frozen as well. But, And then I also really like The Great Mouse Detective. That's one of my favorite movies, even though that's an older Disney movie. And it's just a fun movie to see, like, a mouse being a detective and everything like that.
That was my number 6. It just went off my list, so that one is so good. And our good child, my best friend in high school, who was also the best man at our wedding. Well, that was his favorite movie, and we had to watch it like once a week. That and Clue were his 2 favorite movies.
Clue's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
You 2 should be like BFFs, because you guys love all the same movies. The Great Mouse Detective.
This guy.
And then also Rescuers Down Under. That's like one of my favorite movies. I used to watch it as a kid, but also Beauty and the Beast. Like, it's between Rescuers and Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast and Rescuers are like my top number 1. Beauty and the Beast just because Belle's my favorite princess, and Rescuers because it's such an underrated movie, and it's such a good, interesting story.
It is underrated. That's a great movie. It is very underrated.
Absolutely. And with Rescuers Down Under, that scene where that eagle is flying and it just is so beautiful and just so spectacular. It's a really
it is. So one more question for you guys. What is your favorite character? Who's your favorite Disney character or Marvel character or Star Wars character?
I'll let SheWind, you want to go first?
I think mine's pretty obvious.
Is it?
My favorite Disney character is Ariel.
Ariel. Yeah. Not even a hesitant?
No, although for when I met her at Disney,
yeah, we did have
my heart was broken.
Well, you kind of scared her.
Yeah, I did. I really did scare her, but
she fangirled Ariel. She literally ran up to her when we were next in line to meet her, and then talked about how beautiful she was and how much in love with her she was. And that she's her favorite, and look at her earrings because she's wearing Ariel earrings, and look at my socks. And Ariel's like, okay.
She overwhelmed Ariel a little bit.
I totally creeped her out. I told her about everything Ariel that I owned. Yeah. But I waited for that moment for my whole life.
That is so funny.
And then she was like, oh, right. Well,
come stand here for your picture. But she wrote you a nice letter later.
And then she was like, where's the next girl who's actually 5 and not 30?
That's pretty funny.
And for me, man, this is hard. I'm going to have to go with Darth Vader. I mean,
oh yeah, I like Darth Vader. He's really cool.
I mean, again, that was like my childhood. Just I thought he was the coolest. James Earl Jones' voice just sold it. And our son called him Bum Bum when he was a little kid because of the song Bum 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 Bum. So again, Bum Bum holds a very special place in my heart. But I will say this: when we got to meet Kylo Ren at Hollywood Studios, SheWind said, "Can I have a hug?" And Kylo Ren gave her probably again. Couldn't see him through the mask, but gave her probably the meanest look I've ever seen. Slammed on the wall and made her run away.
I remember when I met him, he was like, I was with my friends and it was for my birthday. And he's like, you're on the dark side of the Force, aren't you? And I was like, no. And he's like, get out of here.
Don't you just feel like if he had more hugs, he would just, you know, maybe he wouldn't be on the dark side. Maybe he'd be a person.
I got to meet Chewbacca too, and that was really cool. I hugged him.
Yeah, I think we all hugged Chewbacca when we were there. And then I hugged an Ewok that was not Ewok, a Jawa that was walking by.
Oh yeah, those are so cute.
Yeah.
When Disney used to just have Star Tours, and this was like in the 90s, they used to have Ewoks walking around near that ride, and that was pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. So my favorite character is Tinkerbell, because I always say she's my alter ego, because I'm very nice and she's like sassy and stuff like that. And so she's my favorite character, and Belle's my favorite princess.
Yeah, you're just like our daughter. She's the exact same.
Same. Belle's her favorite princess, and Tinkerbell's her favorite character. So again, I think what we've really found out about tonight is if you're just a blend of our family.
Right. I'll just be a blend with your family. I'll just come blend in with you guys.
Wine family. You're adopted. Right.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on. And where can everybody find you guys on?
So the easiest way to find us is www.BeKindSheWind.com. That links right to our YouTube channel. You can also go to Be Kind SheWind on Instagram. Again, on Instagram, it's mostly SheWind who's talking. On YouTube, if it's commenting on videos, it's usually me. But commenting on our own videos is usually SheWind. So again, we kind of break up the work with SheWind, mostly social media, me doing all the editing and voicing and all that stuff on the backside.
And you guys know where to find me. You can find me on Facebook at Popping the Popcorn, or Instagram Popping the Popcorn. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.